The definition of organizational commitment and the 5 strategies in building organizational commitment have been described in the previous video. In this video, me, as your instructor, will help you to distinguish between 2 types of organizational commitment. They are effective commitment and continuance commitment. First, let's focus on the effective commitment. Effective commitment refers to the emotional attachment to organization. It is the commitment of the employee to involve and remain with an organization. Employees with effective commitment will have high identification with the organization in which they have a great psychological bond to the organizations. This is where you stay in the organization because you want to. Effective commitment highlights the desire component of employees to be the part of organization. Also, it shows the attachment of employees to the goals of the organization. Employees who are effectively committed feel valued, act as ambassadors for their organization, and are generally great assets for organizations. Further, the effective commitment of employees gets affected by a number of demographic factors such as age, sex, education, etc. Second is continuance commitment. Continuance commitment is the calculative attachment to the organization. The experience occurs when employees has no alternative employment opportunities or leaving the company would be a significant financial sacrifice. This is where you stay in the organization because you need to. Besides that, continuance commitment is referring to the emotional and mental commitment of employees in the organization. Some employees in the organization may feel that turning over from the organization will turn out to be costly and feels that staying in the organization is much better than leaving the organization. Also, employees in the organization develop some form of attachment with the employees and organizational work setting over the period of time, which further influences them to stay in the organization for a longer period of time. In addition to this, various other reasons relating to pay and fringe benefits also influence the employees to stay in the organization. Some employees also believe that shifting to some other organization will not improve their pay base and other remuneration benefits, which further influences the employees for continuous employment in the organization. Both effective commitment and continuance commitment may positively or negatively affect employees in many different ways. Next, I will explain to you the consequences of both effective and continuance commitment. Employees with effective commitment will be less likely to quit from their jobs and be absent from work because they are happy to do their jobs. They have higher work motivation and organizational citizenship, in which they have high self-awareness to do the jobs without being telling to do so. Organizations that have employees with effective commitment are very lucky because this can improve their customer satisfaction, as long tenure employees have better knowledge of work practice. They have better understanding on the organization's customers. However, the limited side back of this effective commitment is that employees tend to have high conformity, which may result in lower creativity. Employees with effective commitment tend to follow the existing practices that prevent them from trying a new thing. In contrast to continuance commitment, this type of commitment has more negative effects on individuals and organizations. Employees with continuance commitment will tend to have lower performance. Studies have indicated that continuance commitment is negatively related to job performance and quality of work. Those with this type of commitment will not think about their organizations, thus, their job performance will not be their priority. Organizational citizenship behavior also is of no importance for employees who have high continuance commitment. Employees will less likely engage in organizational citizenship behaviors in the organizations. They refuse to involve in the organization's activities, increase absenteeism, as well as refuse to follow the rules of the organization. Last but not least is, employee with continuance commitment are more likely to use formal grievances. This kind of employees often raise a problem or complaint to their employee. We have reached the end of topic 2 of workplace emotions and attitudes. As your instructor, I really hope that I have assisted you in learning and understanding this topic well. Please continue to watch, listen and read the materials in the topic sections to improve your understanding. Or, if you have anything to ask, share or give recommendations, do write your comment in the comment box section. Your feedback will be highly appreciated. Thank you all for your kind attention and focus.